Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hey, we're going to do one of these. It's paper 2 from 2016. Man, let's see how this goes. Here's what's going to happen. I'll leave timestamps for each problem, maybe each page. I'm not really sure. We'll see how it goes. In the description, I'm going to go through the whole thing. I've probably done this test before, but it's been years. I don't remember it all. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it with a pen. I'm going to do it just like you guys do. Then we're going to go back and we're going to grade it and talk about what we learned. So let's get to it. Ready? All right. So first of all, let's see. You got the document camera working here. This is a paper 2. This is from 2016. It's a 90-minute test. No calculators allowed. You're supposed to use a pen, unless you're doing a construction, in which case you can use a pencil and a straight edge. So let's get to it. So our reference paper. This is very useful. Don't forget about that. If you get stuck, there might be a clue on here that you can use. All right. So let's see. First question says a train. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys here and see if we can get this a little bit better. First question says train leaves Zurich at 22:40 and arrives in Vienna at 7:32 the next day. How much time was taken? Well, let's see here. Here's how I would do this. I'd go from this time until midnight, which is an hour and 20 minutes, and then plus another 7 hours and 32 minutes, so 8 hours and 52 minutes, I think. Let me see. Let's double check this again. This is only 1 point, but man, sometimes those 1 point problems they come back to bite you. All right, so 2400 is midnight, so that would be an hour, would be 2340 plus 20 minutes, right? So hour 20 minutes because it's midnight, 7:32. The reason I'm hesitant is I think that I was kind of halfway expecting this to make more than a minute or more than an hour, and you'd have to round up the hours, but I think that's right. Okay, from a sample of 25 batteries, 3 are faulty. Work out the percentage. So 3 out of 25, that would be it right there. Now we got to make that a percentage. We just need to divide it, right? So 3 out of 25. So let's see, it's a little more than 10%. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 3.0 divided by 25. So there's your 10%. 12%. So 12%. Okay. Let's see. Write it as that's funny, ordinary. So it's standard form. In the UK, I do believe standard form is what we call scientific notation. This is scientific notation. Write it as an ordinary number. So -3 means it's a really small number. That's the same as 1.27 divided by 1,000. That's because 10 to the -3 is equal to 1 over 1,000, right? So anyway, the shortcut is just to move that decimal place 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So 0.00127. All right. Now let's see. Work this out. Oh, this is just order of operations. PEMDAS, right? So multiplication and then division from left to right. So this is going to be 7 plus 24 minus 3. And then from left to right. So this is 31 minus 3. 28. All right, so Omar changes 2,000 Saudi Arabian rials, I don't know, SAR, into dollars, and there's the rate, 27 cents per one of those SARs. Work out how much, I guess, in dollars Omar receives. So here's what we've got. 0.27 to 1, that would be dollars to SAR. Yeah. Okay. And we don't know how many dollars he has, but he started off with 2,000 of those SARs. So multiplying both sides by 2,000. So that's going to be 54, right? 27 times 2 is 54. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. $270. $540. Now, let me double check that real quick. I'm not 100% confident with this, so let me go ahead and do this. Let's see. How am I going to do this? Let's see. I'm trying to think of the easiest way. I think it would just be 20.27 times 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. and then 54, and then you've got 2 decimal places. So yes, going back to how I was taught in elementary school, right? Oh, man. Okay, there's page 1 done, and we are 5 minutes in. 5:12 for the first page. So number 6, find the LCM of the lowest common multiple of 36 and 48. So, well, check this out. 6 times 6 and 6 times 8. So I think it's going to be 6 times 6 times 8. So it's going to be 36 times 8, and that's going to be 288. That's my guess, 288. I use this method where I find the greatest common factor, and then whatever's left is right there. So yeah. All right. So I wonder if 48 times 6, 8, 4, 2, 4. Yeah, 48 times 6. Now there could be something smaller. Like I wonder if I'm making a stupid mistake. I am making a stupid mistake right here. The 6 is not the GCF. The GCF 12 is. Oh man, so 12 times 3 and 12 times 4. So I think it's going to be 144. So 12 times 12, 144. That's right. It's not 288. It's 144. All right, man. It's kind of funny. This is one of the things. This is one of the things that gets me out at Cambridge. These tests, these IGCSE tests, it's usually not the trigonometry that gets me. It's usually not the algebra that gets me. When I get into trouble with these, it's always something like elementary school level that I just haven't done forever and I forgot, and I'm in a hurry because I'm not really paying attention, and I'm a little overconfident, and then whatever. So let's get back to it. All right. So 7 minutes. All right. Y equals mx, please. Find the value of y when m is -2, x is -7. All right, so that's 14 minus 3. That's 11. All right. Next up, Buttercup. Solve for x. So we got to take this hotness right here, solve for x. So y equals qx divided by p. So yp equals qx. So x equals yp over q. All right. On to the next page. 752. All right, we got a little geometry here. It's isosceles. AC is that's weird. AC is parallel to BD. Find the value of A and of B. Okay. Well, let's see here. This is isosceles and it's parallel. So, since it's isosceles, so let's take a look. Here's our one triangle right here. This is our isosceles triangle. This is 40. Yeah. So that makes that both of these are 70, because 70 and 70 is 140 plus the other 40 is 180. So this is 70. A is 70 degrees. Okay. Now check this out. Let's see here. If I were to extend that, do you see that this angle here and this angle here would be alternate interior? Has to be the same. 140 or so 40. All right, so 852. Let's do this next one. Solve this system of linear equations. So let's see. I would do this by elimination. So I would say negative 2x minus y equals negative 3. And just do it like that. So x equals negative 2. Since x equals negative 2, let's go ahead and solve this. So I just rearranged that for y, solved for y. So y equals negative 3x plus 1. So that's negative 6, negative 5. All right, onward and upward. Another geometry problem here. Another geometry problem. These circle ones, man, they get me. They can, anyway. So let's see. It says A, B, P, and Q lie in the circles. O is the center. APB is 56 degrees. Find the value of x and find the value of y. Okay, so this is a central angle that's inscribed. The central angle and the inscribed angle lie in the same chord, AB. Even though it's not drawn there, they do. There's a couple different ways to describe this property. But anyway, this one's going to be twice as big. So that's 112 degrees. All right. Y is 56 also, because look at this. This angle and this angle here, both inscribed, they lie on the same chord. So there we go. Subtended by the same chord. Whatever. I don't know how they say that. I forget. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Numero 12. 1033. So the reason this is tricky is you've got a base of 16 and you also have an exponent of 16. So you got to be really, really careful. So what we really have is 16 to the power of 1/4 p to the 16th times 1/4. Do you see? You have to take that there's an invisible exponent of 1 for the base of 16. Sorry, I have to sneeze. You have to distribute. Well, you're not really distributing, but you have to, boy, multiply those exponents together. Excuse me. So anyway, this is going to be p to the 4th, because 16 times 1/4 is 4. Now the fourth root of 16 is saying, hey, what times itself? Oh man, 4 times is 16. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. So this right here is really 2 to the power of 4 to the 1/4 power, so it's 2p to the power of 4. Oh man. Solve the inequality. So let's just be careful here. The last time I did one of these, I missed one of these problems right here, because I did what I just did right now. I skipped too many steps. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. I'm going to subtract n from both sides. That makes 0. That makes 4n. That's 15. So 15 over 4. You could also say that's 3.75, right? Is that 3.75? Yeah, 3.75. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Number 14. Looks like we got a little trig here. This is at 12:15. Oh man, those allergies are killing me, bro. All right. So let's see here. The graph y equals f of x is here. That looks like a cosine. Write down the trigonometric function f of x. So f of x equals, well, so first of all, do you see how the amplitude is 2? 2. I believe it's cosine because it doesn't start at the origin. Now here's the thing. 720. That period is twice as big as normal. So a cosine bx plus c. So I believe that it's going to be, because the cosine or the period got doubled, this changes the period. So I think it's going to be 1/2 x, because I think it gets divided. So whatever the period is, it gets divided. So like, for example, here I'm just going to x over 2, whatever. So here's what I'm going to do. Check this out. Oh man. So if I did cosine of 360 degrees, right? Just regular 360. That's equal to 1. If I did, and that's with cosine of x. If I did cosine of 2x, well, that would be 2 times 360, which would be 720, which would be there too. So that's not maybe helping, but cosine 1/2 x divided by 1. Oh, yeah. 1/2 x. So that'd be 720. That'd be the same as 720. That's it right there. 2 cosine of x over 2. Hold on. I'm not thinking clearly. I'm messing up my double checking of my work. The period is 2 pi over b. So here, yeah, okay. So yes. I just remembered this little fact right here. So that would be right. 2 pi over b. So look at our period right here. You see how our period is 720 degrees. That's 4 pi. Well, our normal period is 360. And if we divide that by 1/2, well, that would be 360 divided by 1/2. That would be 720, and that's what we have. So I'm sticking with that for our answer for right now. Man, that's why you study, by the way. While I'm doing this, it's actually spring break right now. The things I wanted to do right now, I can't do. I got a crick in my neck. It's pretty bad. So I'm just kind of taking it easy. So I figured I'd put this together for you guys. Okay, let's look at the next one. Ready? This one is actually at 1530. 1530. Okay, let's see. Find the next... Ooh, I don't like these. These can mess me up. We're going down by 2 every time, so the next term would be -3. Find the nth term. You see how it's going down by 2 every time? So -2n plus 9, I think, is the nth term. Because look, if I put in a 1, if I put in a 1 right here, I get -2 plus 9, that's 7. If I put in a 2, -2 times 2 is 4, I get 5. So that's it right there. That one wasn't so bad. Okay, work out, give your answer as a fraction in lowest terms. Okay, so I would like to do this. I would prefer to change this into a mixed number. That's 5/3. Oops. There we go. So that's going to be times 3/5, like that, right? Because you're dividing. So here's what I'm saying. 1 2/3 is the same as 5/3. And when you divide, you multiply by the reciprocal. So it's going to be 6/7 times 5/3. Sorry, 3/5. That would give us 18/35. I feel like I'm being tricked. I didn't like this page. I didn't like this page at all. I'm going to come back to page 14 before we're done, okay? That's a good tool to use. Like if you're not feeling very confident, go back to something. So this one, number 17, we're starting at 17 minutes. Isn't that something? 5 angles of a hexagon. A hexagon, 6 sides, right? So n minus 2 times 180 gives you all of them. Times 4. So times 4, that'd be 0, 2, 3, 7, 20. 5 of them are each 115. So this is how many angles we've got there, how many degrees we've got so far. 7. We've got 575. This is the total right here. So that's 25. That's 145 is my guess, what I'm thinking. But let's do this like it was a test. If I was just doing it and just for practice, I think I'd stop right there. 575. All right. 5, 4. Yep, 145. All right. Let's see. Moving on. 1809. Oh, look at that. It takes a minute. All right. Ooh, this one's tricky. So a car that is 4 meters in length, that's 12 feet long, is traveling at 72 kilometers an hour. It passes over a bridge of 36 degrees. Calculate the time in seconds. This is a 3-point question. Calculate time in seconds it takes the car to pass over the bridge completely. So that means all 12 meters of that, all 12 feet, all 4 meters of that car cross. All right, bruh. Let's do this, bruh. Now they give us some nice numbers here. You see? We start off with our good old distance equals rate times time. So time is equal to distance divided by rate. So he's actually, oh man, let's see here. This is interesting. Got a couple things going on here. So we have meters is our distance. The bridge is 4 meters long, but the car actually has to travel 40 meters. Or let me start over. The bridge is 36 meters long, but the car has to travel 40 meters to get across because, here, let's see. Let's do it right here. Let's say this is the start and this is the finish. Let's say this is our car right here, right? And it's going this way. When the front of the car gets here, it hasn't completely crossed. It's when the back of the car is here, right? So this is 4 meters. This is 36 meters. Do you see? So the car actually has to travel to here. So it's going to travel 40 meters. So 40 meters, and it's going 72 kilometers an hour. So that would be 1,000 meters per hour. You see? And that's going to give us our time, and it's going to give us our time in hours. So let's see here. 2 over 3,600. So that's 1 over... I think I'm doing something stupid here. Hold on. Distance divided by rate. Yeah, okay. Of an hour. Okay, so no, this is working out fine. So check this out. In an hour, 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. So this is 3,600 seconds divided by 1,800 seconds, right? More of an hour, right? So that's going to be that 2 or 20, 2 seconds or 20 seconds. I just want to be really careful and I'm not making a stupid mistake. 7,200 divided by 4, 2 to 3,600, 1 to 1,800. Okay, 2 seconds to go 40 meters at 72 kilometers an hour. All right, well, we're going to call it good. All right, let's move on to number 19. So y varies directly with the positive square root of x. So we don't have to worry about the plus and minus, right? It's just the plus. So y, all right, y varies directly with the positive square root of x. So let's see, k is going to be equal to 4, right? Because the square root of 9 is 3. Divide both sides, you get 4. So y equals 4 square root x. Find y when x is 1/4. So it's going to be 2. Square root of 1/4 is 1/2. It's going to be 2. Okay. Let's see, how are we doing on time? 22, 16. Oh man, we got a tree diagram here. So let's see here. It says the probability of a baseball team winning or losing in their first 2 matches. They don't call, boy, these British people. They're not called matches in baseball. They're called games. Ugh. All right. Anyway, okay. So they have a 1/3 probability of winning and a 2/3 probability of losing the first game, and then if they lose the first, they have a 3/4 chance of winning the second. Okay. Find the probability that the baseball team wins at least 1 match. Okay, this is a little tricky. You see, that word "at least" is your clue. So, all probabilities have to add up to 1. So, either they win at least 1 game, yeah, or they lose all the games. That's true. Either one of those is going to be true. Either they lose all of the games, so the probability of losing all the games plus the probability of winning at least 1 has to equal 1. So that's what we're going to do. So what I would like to do is the probability of all losses, right? And subtract that from 1. That's going to give me the probability of winning at least 1. So lose. That would be, so if you lost 2 games, that would be 2/3 times 1/4. That's 2/12. That's 1/6. So the probability of winning at least 1 is 5/6, I think. All right, let's go back over this too. Okay. So check this out. The probability of winning at least 1 could be both. That would be this one right here. That would be 1/4, winning them both. 1/12. This would be this column right here would be 1/2, and lose would be 1/6. Okay. So if I add these all up, I should get 5/6. So I'm just checking my work right here. 1/4 plus 1. Oops. Plus 1/2. So this is going to be 3 plus 1 plus 6. That's over 12, right? So that is 10, 12, so that's 5, 6. Yep. I think I'm good there. So look, I didn't have to check this one, but you're going to have more time than you need to take these tests. So let's see here. We're at 25 minutes. Square root of 125. So that's 25 times 5, yes? Square root of 25 is 5. So 5 root 5. Expand and simplify. So this is a binomial times another binomial. They have an irrational portion. So we're just going to use our shortcut FOIL, right? So 6 and then minus 9 root 5 plus 4 root 5. That's the outside. That's where I get the minus 9. That's where I get the plus 4. Minus 6 times 5. Do you see? Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is 5. So that's negative 30. So that's negative 30. So it's going to give us negative 24 minus 5 root 5. Negative 24 minus 5 root 5. I'm pretty confident with that one, but could have made a mistake. We'll come back and check that one in a second. So now we are at 26 minutes. Okay, AB is an arc of a circle. Yeah, 9. Radius of 9. Ooh, this is kind of tricky. The length of the arc, so from here to here, is 6 pi centimeters. And then we have to figure out the area of the sector is k pi centimeters squared. Well, here's the thing. In order to figure out the area, we need to know this angle. Because the way you do it is you do... Now we know the radius is 9. But what we don't know is the angle. But we can figure out the angle because it told us the length of this arc. Hold on. Yeah, it's 6. So from here to here is 6. Do you see? So 6 pi, the way you would get that is angle over 360 times 2 pi r. 2 pi r is the entire circumference. We don't have the entire circumference. We have from here to here, which is whatever that angle is out of 360, right? So this is how we can figure this one out. 2 pi r, now r is, of course, 9, right? So let's go ahead and simplify this. So that's 18, and this is 6. So 6 pi, I'm going to go ahead and write it out. Divided by 18 pi times 360 equals theta, equals our angle. So then pi reduces to pi, so that's 1/3. This is 1/3 times 360 equals 120 degrees. So that's 120. All right. So now we can go back to our original formula, 120 over 360 times 81 pi. Let's see here. Isn't that 1/3? 12 goes into 36 3 times, so 1/3. So and then 1/3 goes into 81. 27 pi. So k is 27. Now be careful. K is not 27 pi. It's just 27. It's asking us what's the coefficient. So yeah, there we go. All right. 28 minutes about. All right, let's get into this one here. Work out the area of the trapezoid. Man, I wonder if they give us the formula. I know what it is. Nope, they don't give us the formula, but it's 1/2 of the height times the sum of the bases. Now you could figure that out. Otherwise, you could see it's perpendicular right here. So what you could actually do is you could actually do this right here, and you could figure out. Let's see, how could you do that? Let's see here. Well, I'm going to use the formula anyway. Well, let's say you forgot the formula. How would you be able to do this? Maybe they expect you to remember the formula. Not real sure. 8 and 12. Yeah, I don't know. You can't. Okay, so you got to know the formula. So, oh, wait a minute. We hold on. Let's back the truck up. Slow your horses. That was truck, by the way, if your volume's down. All right. We have to figure out, let's see, how can we do this? We have to figure out if that's 8 and that's 12 and that's 5. We don't know the height. We have two bases and we have a slanted height. Work out the area of this trapezoid. Let me think. That's 5. Oh, this one's tricky. I'm kind of stumped right now. This is a 4-point question. You see that? It's a 4-point question. So let's back up. Let's see what we're looking at here. Let's go ahead and draw this out. So here's what we've got. We know that's a right angle. That's 5. This is 8. And that's 12. I feel like I'm missing something that's totally obvious. Work at the area of the trapezoid, not to scale. Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of stumped on that. I'm going to come back to this one in a minute, okay? Yeah, I'm a little stumped. I got to admit it. We'll come back to that one. 30/50. All right. Factor completely. All right, so can take a 2a out of here. All right, can take a 2 out of both of these. Can take a p out of both of those. This one's kind of confusing, though, because I could rearrange this in a couple of different ways, so that might be easier. So, like, if I take a 2 out, I'm left with a plus 2. And if I take a p out, yes, plus p, a plus 2. So, 2 plus p, a plus 2. All right. Factoring this one, that is a... So check this out. We can take out a 2, and we're left with 81 minus 4t squared. Now this is a difference of squares. So 2, 9 minus 2t, 9 plus 2t. So 2, 9 minus 2t, 9 plus 2t. All right, number 25, 32 minutes. All right, we got a point A, we got a point B, we got their coordinates. We have to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. So AB is at 4. The other one's at 1. We need a perpendicular bisector, so that means we need to find the slope of the line that would connect those. So like 4 1's over here, 10 15's over there. So it's like this right here, right? Perpendicular bisector is going to go right in the middle and cut them in half. So whatever this slope is, this is going to be that. It's going to be the negative reciprocal. So I'm going to find the slope first. 15 minus 1, 10 minus 4. That's 14 over 6, right? Let me make sure. 15 minus, yeah, and 10 minus 4, yep. 14 over 6, so that's 7 over 3. So the slope of this is 7 over 3, so our slope is going to be negative 3 over 7. So that's the slope of our line. Now, we need a line that's going to pass through this point right here, so I got to find that, the midpoint. Well, the midpoint, the way you find the midpoint is the sum of the x's divided by 2, the sum of the y's divided by 2, so it's going to be 14 divided by 2, which is 7, and comma 8. So here's what I know. I have a line, y equals mx plus b. I know my slope, and I know that it goes through 7. I know that when x is 7, y is 8. So when y is 8, x is 7. Let me start that over. When y is 8, and my slope is negative 7/3, 3/7. Oh my goodness gracious. So what happens when you try to talk and write at the same time. So here's what I was trying to do. When x is 7, y is 8, my slope is negative 3/7. So I just plug those in. So that's negative 3. So 11 equals b. So my final answer is going to be y equals negative 3/7 x más 11. Okay. 26. And then we got to go back and try number 23, okay? Oh, the area of the triangle. So 1/2. It's not a right triangle, so I'm going to have to use that formula. The sine of 60 degrees. Oh, man. So the sine of 60 degrees is root 3 over 2. So this is 1/2 8 times 3 times the sine of 60 degrees. So 60 degrees, that's root 3 over 2, I do believe. So then this is 4 times 3 times root 3 over 2. So that's going to be 6 root 3. I do believe that's going to be the area. And work out the length of AC. AC, okay. Let's see here. Well, I can't use the law of sines because I would need to know either one of these angles, and I don't. Can't assume it's 90, 30. I can't, yeah, it obviously isn't. So I need to figure this out. So I've got to use the law of cosines, which is a little bit trickier. So we've got it here. So I'm going to go ahead and write it down. I'm not going to go by memory. I could, but I'm not going to. So here's what we got. We got A equals the square root of b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times the cosine of A. Yeah, see, I got it right here. I just went ahead and simplified solve for A. So the key piece of information with this hotness, A and the cosine of A are related, right? So this would be the side, that's the angle. All right, so let's go ahead and plug these numbers in. So we've got 9 plus 64 minus 2 times 24 times the cosine of 60 degrees is 1/2. And we have to take the square root of all that. That's one of the things that you have to remember. You can even just do your, you have 2 triangles you have to remember for trig, right? That's it. You have your 30, 60, 90. 60, 30, 90. You just got to remember that. And then you remember the relationship between the sides, you're good to go. So this would be like that. Anyway, let's see here. 24, so this is 73 minus 24. It'd be nice if that's 49, huh? I think it is, isn't it? So 7. Let's make sure of that. Let me just make sure. Yeah, good. Okay. Let's go ahead and revisit this one again. 37 minutes. So we're coming back to this one. And then we're going to grade it. All right. So here's what we got. We've got this trapezoid. We have to work out the area of this trapezoid. And it's just double checking my formula sheet. We don't have a formula for the trapezoid. So the formula I know, 1/2 of the height times the area of the bases, or times the sum of the bases. It doesn't really work right here. It's a length of 5, and that's a 12. Man, I am stumped. Oh, no. Duh. If you draw a parallel line, duh, that's 8, that's 4. That's a 3, 4, 5. This wasn't even a hard problem. I hate it when that happens. That's a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. So our height is 3. Now from here we could figure out the area of this triangle. It's 1/2 base times height, so that's 6. And this would be 24, right? So 6 and 24 is 30. Or we could try this. Let's see, 1/2 the height times the sum of the bases. 12 plus 8, that's 20, right? So 1/2 times 3 times 20 is also 30. So check this out. It is absolutely the case that sometimes when you come back to a problem, if a problem is giving you headaches, when you come back to it, it can be really clear. Okay, so now let's grade it. All right. I doubt I got 100. I'm a little bit out of practice. That's okay. So let me let's see here. Let's see. There we go. So we're going to start grading. Let me write down the time so we're going to start grading at 40 minutes. So here's our mark scheme, right? All right. Let's see. Can we? I don't think we can. Hold on. All right. Yeah, there we go. So here's what we've got. The first one, we said 852 and 852. Next one, 12. 12. Good, good. 0.00127. 0.00127. 28, 28. 540, 540. So we're good on page numero uno. Minus 0. So let's go to number 6 now. Oh, man. Remember, we made a mistake. I made a mistake here, but I was thinking about it. Got it. 144, 144. Good to go. Then we got 11. Let's see. I got 11. And then YP over Q. So I have YP over Q. The answer thing says PY over Q, but that's the same thing. It's same exact thing. YP PY, cumulative or commutative property. Good to go. Page 2, good. All right, let's go to next one right here. Oh, did I? Let's see. Yeah, number 9. Number 9. Okay, 70 and 40. Let's see what we got. 70 and 40, and then we've got -2 and -5. Oh, wait. 70, 40. And the next one, -2 and 7. What did we do wrong right here? Man. Oh, no way. Negative times a negative is positive. Oh, that is a sad story. Dang it. I think it's probably 1. Let's see. If 0, let's see. Okay. Okay, so it looks like I get 1 point for the -2, and I missed a point for... Dang it! All right. So here's what I was reading right here. I was looking at the answer scheme. It's 1 point for -2, 1 point for -7. Ay, ay, ay. All right, and it says over here that if you got a pair of points that solve either of the solutions but not both, then you get 1 point. All right, number 11. Man, I'm all sad now. 112 and 56. That's what we've got. I've got 2p to the power of 4. 2p to the power of 4. That's good. Another stupid mistake. And this one because I was in a hurry. Check this out. N is greater than 15 over 4, and I just have 15 over 4. Now, when I solved this, look, I'm adding that now, but this is what we had. I wonder how many points we'd get. Let's take a look, see what they say. This is what I wrote. I didn't write this part. I should have. That's a stupid, stupid mistake. So it looks like I get 1 point for my first step. All right. Well, dang it. So that's 2 points off so far. 2 points off so far. Dang it. Makes me upset. All right. Next up, it says 2 times cosine of 1/2. We did get that. Let's see where to go. 2 times cosine of 1/2. We did get that. Next one, we got -3. And then -2 plus -2n plus 9. That's good to go. -3. Or OE means or equivalent, so we were good to go there. And 18 over 35 is what we got. 18 over 35. So good to go on that page. Dang it. 17. We have 145, and the answer document says 145. I got 2 for the next. It says 2. I got 2 for the next. It says 2 NFW, so that means we had to show off all of our work. So in showing our work over here, we have satisfied that. You see, we set up our equation, we did all our reduction. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay, let's see here. Number 19. Number 19. I've got 2. Number 19 is 2. 20 is 5/6. That's what we got. 20 is 5/6. Let's see. Where's the next one? Oh, 21. 5 root 5. Good to go. And then -24 times 5 negative 24 minus 5 root 5. We're good to go there too. So good to go on that one. Man, okay. 22. The answer was 27. Good. 30. 30. Yep, that's what we got. 30. That turned out to be an easy problem. I just wasn't being very creative, and I even redrew it. And in the back of my mind, it's like, you've got a parallel line right there. You can figure out the distance. I hate myself. That's not true. All right. 2p plus times a plus 2. 2 plus p times a plus 2. They say a plus 2 times 2 plus p, same thing. For part B, you got the difference of squares correct, just like we have right here. Number 25 says negative 3/7 x plus 11, and that's exactly what the answer document says, so good to go. 6 root 3 and 7 are the last two answers, and we got those right. So, a 70-point test, we got 68 points out of 70. Here's what I would suggest that you do. Check this out. This is where I messed up. I didn't show all of my work, and I need to double check that the answer is written correctly. I need to show all my work, double check that my answer is written correctly, and then I have to watch out for freaking sign errors. Hey, you guys are doing fantastic. Hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.